Hey everybody, this is Drew from Guitar Player University, back with another installment of GPU's super awesome tip of the week. Last week we were going over thirds and how to play them in an open position. This week we're going to continue on that and add yet another third to it. So if you recall, and guys, if you haven't watched the video from last week, I want you to go back and check it out because I don't want to review the whole lesson right now. But just a reminder, we were playing the second fret of the D string, the open G and the B, back to the second fret of the D, and then we're flattening our second finger to get the second fret of the G and the B, and then going back to that second fret. What we're going to add today sounds really cool. What I'd actually like you to do is use your first finger for those bars like we were talking about last week. So that's going to make this next interval a lot easier. So to review that, second fret on the D with your first finger, open G and B, back to the second fret, flatten your first finger, doing the second fret of the G and the B, and then back to the second fret on the D string. Now we're finally going to use some other fingers. I want you to take your second and third finger. We're going to be putting them, the second finger goes on the third fret of the B string. Third finger goes on the fourth fret of the G. This is kind of a stretch in your hand, so bear with yourself. We're basically going to play that second fret on the D string by itself, and then we're going to play the third and fourth fret on the G and the B, and then back to that second fret. Let me review that part because this is definitely the most confusing part. Again, start with your first finger on the second fret of the D. Use your second and third finger on the third and fourth fret of the B and the G, and then back to that first finger on the second fret of the D. So notice I tabbed the whole thing out, spent some time with this, but once you get it up to speed and you combine it with the previous week's lesson, now we're playing some blues. Really cool sounds, and I'll walk you through that real quick. Basically had our second fret on our D just by itself, the open G and the B, back to the second fret on the D, flatten that first finger, get the second fret of the G and the B together simultaneously, back to that first fret on the D, use your second and third finger to grab the third fret on the B string, fourth fret on the G, play those simultaneously, back to the back to the second fret on the D, flatten out your first finger to get the second fret on the G and the B, and then we're back to that second fret on the D. Whole thing would repeat at that point. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys liked that lesson, and I'll catch you guys next week for another GPU tip of the week. Peace.